We had to take a boat to reach Pamela Zimba's house. She says she had to move out months ago, along with all her neighbours. The water levels in Lake Malawi and the Shire River, its sole outlet, have been at their highest in decades following torrential rains in northern Malawi and neighbouring Tanzania. It proved too much for the watchman she left here. The government says all the homes here break a 1960s law that forbids building structures in natural floodplains. It's rarely enforced.
They allowed us to build this house. They gave us the plans for the houses. So if they knew that this place is not safe for us to dwell, why did they give us a go-ahead so that we should build here?
Local councillor Wellington Mangulenji says the flooding is a man-made crisis and the government's to blame. Many residents agree with him. They say this is the problem: a barrage downstream in the Shire River that regulates the water flow out of Lake Malawi. 5 years ago it was raised to keep more water in the lake. Malawi's electricity and water depend on it. So do farmers downstream in Malawi and neighbouring Mozambique, where the barrage can also prevent flooding.
If we say let's open all the 14 gates 100%, what it means is we'll be releasing 4 million litres of water a minute, which will be a disaster. So we want to balance up to say, even the way we are opening, we don't just open, we have the strategies.
Wellington and the residents of the swamped homes don't buy it. They protested last month demanding more waters released. They say the government should compensate and relocate them if it wants the water level to stay higher. The level of Lake Malawi has been fluctuating significantly for as long as it's been recorded. Heavy rains can cause floods that put communities underwater. Drought is devastating for agricultural production downstream and also cuts off Malawi's electricity supply, which depends on hydropower. Scientists say climate change is increasing the risk of both. Just over 100 years ago, it fell so low that the Shire River stopped flowing and took 20 years to recover. Scientists say climate change has roughly doubled the probability of that happening again. The flooded homes here were all built since the last time the lake was this high in 1980. The residents we spoke to were all born after. Malawi's population's tripled since then, and the case for regional climate impact mitigation is somewhat lost on people who now take boats where they used to walk. Malcolm Webb, Al Jazeera, Lake Malawi.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.